You were this close, and then you ruined it. Again, you swore this time would be different. But right at the edge of breakthrough, something took over. A sudden, inexplicable no when everything in you screamed yes. There's a story as old as humanity itself. The hero who sets out on a journey, only to trip over their own feet. The lover who craves intimacy, yet pushes it away. The artist who dreams of creation, then destroys their own work. Why? Because somewhere in the shadows, an unseen force is pulling the strings. Carl Jung called it self-sabotage, not just bad habits, but a war inside the psyche. Self-sabotage isn't a mistake, it's a strategy, a twisted survival mechanism. Jung saw it as the psyche's attempt to correct an imbalance. You want success, but part of you fears it. You desire love, but another part believes you don't deserve it. This isn't rational. It's mythological, like Odysseus's crew opening the bag of winds. They think they're helping, but they're blowing themselves off course. The shadow isn't evil, it's what you've exiled. Behind every act of self-destruction, there's an old wound whispering. This is how the world taught me I mattered. The boy punished for crying becomes the man who torpedoes love. The girl ridiculed for her big dreams learns to puncture her own ambitions. Why? Because what you deny doesn't vanish. It goes underground. We don't outgrow these moments. We ritualize them until you kneel in the ashes of that old story or grieve that child. It will keep rerunning the show. In fairy tales, this is the beast that must be faced, not slain. Jung's challenge is to turn the shadow from an enemy into a reluctant ally. Individuation is Jung's term for becoming whole. Not perfect, but complete. Self-sabotage is its dark twin, a counterfeit wholeness. It's easier to play the victim than to face your potential. Easier to blame fate than to bear the weight of freedom. The psyche would rather stage a crisis than let you live a lie. That sudden breakup, the inexplicable career meltdown, it's not chaos, it's initiation. Jung didn't believe in fixing the self. He believed in alchemy, holding the tension of opposites. Jung's genius was realizing healing isn't about killing the saboteur, it's hearing its testimony. Your panic attacks aren't weakness. They're your body's last stand against a life too small. Your procrastination isn't laziness. It's a strike against work that doesn't soul. The path isn't to eliminate sabotage, but to understand its language. Your dreams, your slips, your irrational fears, they're clues. This is the alchemy, when you can stand in the tension between who you were and who you're becoming. Without choosing sides, the sabotage loses its spell. Like Theseus following the thread in the labyrinth, you must trace the pattern back to its source. Self-sabotage isn't your curse. It's your unfinished initiation. The shadow, the child, the wound, they're not obstacles. They're the guardians of your becoming. The next time you feel that familiar pull towards self-destruction, pause and ask yourself, what ancient survival is this protecting? The answer won't be in theories. It'll be in the trembling hands you hide, the jokes that aren't funny, the dream where you're always late. The question isn't, how do I stop sabotaging myself? It's, what is the sabotage trying to save me from? Listen, then, like every hero who ever stepped into the dark, you'll find the way forward begins with turning around. Sabotage was never your curse. It was your psyche's crude map to where you need to go. Stop fighting it. Follow it.